What's up, guys and girls of YouTube? It is me, Justin Omoi, here with another video for y'all. Of course, I'm making a video every single day for the rest of this week because it is Thanksgiving week and such. Yesterday, on Monday, we talked about the introduction of FL Studio, where I talked about every different window that you are going to use in FL Studio. Well, most of them, I believe. Yes. Today, we are going over the browser and its capabilities, how to put in sounds into the browser, how to put them into the playlist in the pattern box, the channel rack, how to insert effects into the mixer, and basically how to install the effects and sounds into your browser. One more note before I do anything: if you are not subscribed, I highly recommend that you subscribe to my channel because I be teaching y'all everything. I be making videos mainly on Saturday, and yeah, I do artist tutorial tips and tricks. I go over the FL Studio digital audio workstation, and yeah, I make music and whatnot. So yeah, stick around because you gotta learn the more you stay around here, and I do help out a lot. And yeah, so enough of me blabbering. Let's actually get into the computer and talk about the browser, what it does, and all the other things I mentioned like a second ago. Let's go. Alright guys, we are back in FL Studio, of course, and today we are going to talk about the browser window. Now this browser window, if you are not, sure about what it is the files, it's where all the files are located when it comes to sounds in your computer or, in your folders, as well as things that's already in your project, such as the effects, limiter, reverb. See, it's right here, limiter, reverb, the effects that's going on, the patterns in your in your project. So let's click patterns, see JMVKLXSNL, Saturday Night Live, whatever, right here. And generators, this is a sampler, but if we insert something else, it'll be in there. And controls, which is omni-channel pitch, that's basically the pitch bender, I believe. And we have the history of things we've done. Knob, tweak, record, last retweet, or retweet, last tweak. And we also have effects that's in here. Installed effects and effects that are already in here, like, new ones, not new ones, and so forth. Today, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to put sounds in to your song, in your project, as well as how to insert sounds into the browser. So usually when you open up FL Studio, you have things such as drums, instruments, legacy. You might not have what's called extra samples unless you install them from your computer, as well as the folder called downloaded, because this is all the stuff I downloaded myself, and trust me, it is a lot of gigs of space. So yes, basically click what you want to hear. So let's say I want a kick, I want a 808 kick. I want to sound like every other producer in the world, every other hip hop. I want, a hi-hat. Yeah. Whatever this thing's called. Brackle, break, whatever. Let's say snare. Oh, maybe a sound effect. Oh, that sounds dope. Let's say, oh, I don't like that sound effect. This one right here. Maybe I could use something else. Yes, you could. Say, oh, I like that radio instead. Okay, I like this one because of pitch. When this is selected, highlighted, you see the green there? You could hold control and click, and it will replace that file. No other button does that, except for the control. I'm using the left control. Does it work with the right one? Yes, it does. That sounds like a Pokemon. But yes, anyways. The sound could be replaced. The sound could be clicked and dragged here. See? And so forth. That's how you insert sounds. Of course, there's other things such as like instruments where they're shown as a gear. That's because these are generators. So watch this. Bam. This is not the usual, sound wave sampler file you find. This is a generator. Yeah. So basically, there's different styles. There's generators and there's sound effects. Of course, you could find other things such as audio files if you record something. Let me just go ahead and do that real quick for y'all. Go ahead, hit record in the mixer, record here. Don't worry about what I'm doing right now. Yow, yow, yow. And there you go. Look at it. There's an audio file here, and there's an audio file here. Yow, yow, yow. And yep. There's also something called automation clips. If you don't know what that is, look at it. It's this. It does not have a number because you cannot route automation clips into the mixer. So we'll go more into that when we talk about the playlist and such, as well as the mixer. But yes, for now, just know that we can insert things into the playlist through the browser. We could also insert vocal effects, or like FX for the mixer, which are not the same as FX, not FX, but plugins for the sounds generators, by going through the plugin database, clicking effects, and then finding what you want to hear. Let's say we want a delay 2. I'll put it here. Bam, 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 bam. Let's just turn that off. We don't need it. So yes, notice how you could drag effects in there. Could you drag the effects into here? Yes, you can. But it goes into the master because it doesn't understand that that is a generator. It's not a generator, so it doesn't go in here. It goes in here and it's like, oh, what the hell? And then it goes to the next best, which is the master. Maybe sometimes it'll go into the preview where like your metronome is, stuff like that. But for the most part, don't throw effects into the channel rack, the playlist, the pattern. Yeah, don't put it in the pattern. Stupid words that change up. Anyways, you could put generators. See how we have generators here, GVST, synth, bam. There you go. Same thing goes around with this. You just put it in there. It's like, oh, I don't understand. I don't understand. It changed the name, which, is weird. And it's like, oh, I don't understand. Then it comes back here. So yes, just know generators are for the channel rack. Effects are for the mixer. Installed files you could find here if you do install your files. So let's say, let me do this for example. Or actually, yeah, let me go over this first. So if you do want to insert, like, let's say new folder, like if you download a drum kit online, you want to put it in FL Studio and you don't know how to, well, here is how to. What you could do is right click the packs file, go to open or Windows shell menu. I'm gonna click that one and then click open. This looks familiar because it is the computer. And then bam, it'll open up this folder. And this is basically where all these sounds here are. So you could create, a folder. Let's say right click, new folder. Let's name this Pokemon. Notice that Pokemon is over here as well. We could take sounds. So let's take the buried. Actually, I'm just gonna copy that, Control C, go back, let's go to Pokemon, Control V, and bam. We just stole that from. So yep. You cannot stop, damn it. You cannot delete the folder. You could delete the file, but you cannot delete the folder for some reason. And that's okay because the way to delete it, of course, go back into Windows shell menu. But because I have this open here, I'll do that. Go to your Pokemon or whatever folder and delete. Bam, it's gone immediately. So yes, that's how you put in sound kits and such. You could download sound kits from online. Depends where you want to, find it. Also, producers such as Boy Wonder, the homie, what's his name? Marcus Samuel? I can't remember. But anyways, the dude who produced for Drake. That's mostly all would know him like that. He has sound kits out there. Go check his website, boywonder.net. And you could download 2 free samples, or not 2 samples, but yeah, 2 free kits of his Boy Wonder. The Boy Wonder Pack 2. And the official Boy Wonder sound kit, which is basically, that. He has stuff like, he named them after songs, I believe. Scroll back out. Oh, yeah. Here's a cool tip. If you're like all the way down here, you don't want to scroll, you could use this. You could also press left. You could press left on the keyboard to go all the way back to the folder. Press left again and close it. You know, help you cascade, like close all your windows. You can use the arrow keys to, you know, navigate through as well. So yeah. So that's how you insert sounds in there. Of course, let me do it again. Shell menu, open, and then you could drag your sound kits into there. And yeah. Now for plugins, it's kind of, you know, the same but different in a way. When you install FL Studio, you will have a file where you will put in your VST plugins. In your computer, for me, I go into Program Files. Some of you guys might have this folder if you installed it here. It's called VST Plugins. Let me see, where's the Spitfish? Spitfish, Floorfish, Blockfish. I'm gonna take all these and move them out. I'm gonna cut, go into my desktop, go here, paste. Yes, sir. Or ma'am, I don't know what my computer is. Let me delete the file. Okay, look at these. These are Spitfish, Floorfish, Blockfish. These are effects. Let's see if they're in here now. VST. Yeah, see, it says Blockfish, but if I put them in right now, it'll be like, oh. Yeah, see, it says, oh, it failed to load. That's because I took it out of the thingamajiggy. I took it out of there. The folder, the installation folder. So what we're gonna have to do is right click, refresh the plugin list. Okay. And then you'll get this message here. It says the plugins, you know, they've been in the folders and stuff like that. So yes, if we look into installed, we will not find Spitfish in here. That's because we took it out. So I'm going to go ahead and show you where to install your files, your VST files. And yeah, so let me close this again. Say you went to the last video and you downloaded Spitfish's stuff, you know, or fish fillets, fish fillet. You will have to go into your C drive, program files, and again, VST plugins. And right here, you'll drop them down. Some other people, they don't have VST plugins or they did not set it. I'll show you about that later. We go into Program Files, Image Line, FL Studio, Data, or actually plugins, FL Studio 12 plugins. Then you have something called VST and you could throw them in there. But for me, I have it set in my VST plugins and I'll show you how to set that right now. Let's go into VST plugins. Watch, we're gonna put these three in there. We don't need the PDF, but I like to put it in there just in case. Yep. So notice they are in there. Close this folder. Bam. I'll go ahead and right click, refresh the plugin list. Again, the fast scan completed. Yep. And watch this. We go into installed, effects, because we're using Spitfish as an effect, VST, and look, they have the gear with the letter N that says new. And yeah, Spitfish, Floorfish, Blockfish, fish fillet. Well, not fish fillet, you know what I'm saying. So you could take these effects and drag them and drop them in here. So I'm going to override the delay. Notice how it's here. I'm going to turn it on. That's annoying sound, ain't it? So let's put on the Spitfish and turn on the bypass it. So yes, that's how you put the effects in. Now let's say you want to, you know, put Spitfish in this. Notice how this is so beautiful and nice and, you know, like, damn, I want it in here. Well, you can. I'll show you how to do that right now. Don't go to the installed folder. Go into the effects folder for plugin database. Once there, we could create our own folder. Windows Shell menu, open. And let's go ahead and make a new folder. New folder. Oh, shoot. I put shortcut. My dumb man. New folder. And fish. Bony. Hip hop. And there we go. We have a folder called fish. So what we do while the folder is selected, so let's go to fish, right? We go to here click there, and then add plugin to database, flag as favorite. So Spitfish will be added to this subcategory. Fish, hit OK. Bam. Now click fish, and fish as Spitfish. Out here, I'm gonna stop in there. Do the same thing with the other ones. Once, like installed, VST, they want the floor fish and block fish. Trust me, I don't know what these do. I haven't used them. Well, I'm guessing floor makes it's a reverb, where blockfish is a noise gate. Oh, it says compression as well. Anyways, I'm going to add this into the fish folder. So, for example, watch, I click MISC and I go here, add. See, it says MISC and fish because both of these folders are open. If I click yes, it'll go into the MISC folder and the fish. I'll hit it. And yay, floorfish is here. And let's see, is it in here? Oh, shoot, it's in here too. I don't want it to be in here. And also, I didn't show you this, but look at this. Fish is right here. If we go into the MISC, look at that, floorfish is there as well. If we don't want that, of course, we'll have to go here, right-click, delete file. Bam. If you want, you could go into here, right-click, Windows Shell menu, open, and then delete all the files. Notice that floorfish is still here. The PNG and system info, we could right-click, delete it, save your KB, and yeah. Say we don't want the vocodex, we'll delete it. But I want the vocodex in there, so I'll leave it in there for now. So yes, that's basically how you insert effects. One more time, let me just go into the effects, go to fish, and add blockfish. Add plugin, fish, yes. And look, all three of them are there. And again, right here, 1, 2, 3. I have them in the plugin database. So, let me just, no, I don't need to. So basically, that is how you use the browser. You would go through if you want to insert sounds, insert effects and generators, as well as go into your history and see what other generators are on. Notice we got all these things over here. We have the pattern, these two. Initialize control. This is basically your automation clip, which is here. Let's see, could I drag this in there? No. These are just showing you what's in the project and such. And I showed you how to insert things into the plugin database, which is very essential and very needed. That's about it. And that is it. That is how you insert things into the browser. I did get a little carried away when I listened to the sound, so I had to cut out some of those pieces. Showed you how to put the sounds in the directory, how to put them into the pattern box, how to put them, install them in as VSTs, and, add them into the plugin database and such. So hopefully this video helps you out. Like I said, please subscribe because we are going through the whole FL Studio, and by the end of this week you will know how to use every function when it comes to FL Studio. Well, not every function, but every use for it and such. If you feel like I left out something, or you want to know something more in depth, or a little bit more, something was confusing in here, be sure to leave me a comment below and I will answer it. It doesn't have to be about the browser too. It could be something about like, oh, how do we do something in the pattern list? I'll answer that as well. Even though I will make the videos tomorrow, the next day, and Friday. So yes, tomorrow, aka in the next video, we are going to go over the patterns, aka the channel rack, as well as the piano roll, which is where you will have all the sounds that you created, as well as all the little functions where you do create the sounds and then create it into a song, which will be the next day. We're going to talk about the playlist. My name is Justin Omoi. With that being said, peace. Woo!